Hi everyone, today is a very special day. It's an autumn equinox. In Europe it's actually tomorrow, but very early at 1 a.m. So I'm going to celebrate today, and I thought I'm going to, for a change, celebrate with a short reading. I thought it's one of those days when we can have a special reading, and I show you how I do a reading for myself also, so I prepare myself, and there is a candle going. I love using sound and I love using a lot of decks, so let's just sound a bell, a bowl. And I hope anyone can find something interesting and inspiring in this reading, and I wish you all a wonderful autumn equinox, which is a time of harvest, but also a time of, dying sun, and when light starts to dim, and when we start to go inwards and withdraw a little bit from outside activities and from anything that kind of keeps us very active. So now it's a time of enjoying and celebrating our wins, and the weaver that I pulled for us for this autumn equinox is Grandmother Turtle. She's instantly inspired me to search for my kind of ancestral stones that connect me to that particular turtle energy. And I remembered I have this turtle stone. Well, it's a stone from the river in Laos, but I found it many years ago, and it just reminds me of a turtle, so I pulled him out. I've got my ancestral stone from Australia, which I found in the Blue Mountains, and it's just a wonderful sandstone in triangular shape. This one I received from Ivo Manus, who makes the amazing crystal skulls, and Cypress blue stone with this beautiful symbol here. And I have my ancestral petrified wood piece that I have worked with for quite deeply, actually, during the Becoming the Human Crystal with Naishazian workshop. So, and here I also have some goji balls, which have the feminine and masculine sides to them, some of the beautiful chestnuts, and I painted some elements on them. My little wise man with smoky quartz from Australia, and this beautiful kind of agate eye, bull's eye it's called. There is a little vessel also for that grandmother, so the little vessel which is going to be filled with water and wisdom soon. And also two shadow stones. I call them shadow stones, but I found them in Thailand in a very, very, very deep cave where there was totally no possibility of any light to come in, so I took it from a very dark place, and they helped me to work with any shadow aspects that are necessary for me to maybe see or are ready to be brought up. So clay, Grandmother Clay, she is amazing. And this card comes from the Weaver Oracles deck, and you can check the whole unboxing and flip through video on my channel. I will link it below. And she's Grandmother Turtle. She's from Earth Clan, from West Weavers. That kind of fits. And she preserves primordial wisdom. And in the booklet I marked it up. I'm not going to read it all, but just her message to us is about the need to honor what has been destroyed. So in life we have many times fallen, we have many times risen up, and there is also, she teaches also about this place that never changes, where we stay the same. And it's important to remember during big challenges that we go through, or during times like these big changes of the wheel, that there is this place which stays the same, and there is this center of us that gives us strength during these times of sometimes difficult changes for us. So she practices this, and she teaches us about acknowledging what we went through, what wisdom we gained through our experiences, and where in this transition we also found this amazing place that is still stays strong, that is strong for us, and that it's very, very beautiful. I don't know why my camera freaks out a bit. But this is Grandmother Clay with her wisdom, with turtle medicine, with also, I think, caring for Gaia, Stop using straws, people, and I'm talking to myself as well. And let's please kind of take a look at how we used our resources. If you take coffee takeaway, maybe you don't need to always take a plastic cup. Just little steps that we can do, I think, to care for our environment a little bit more. And in this time of balance, like autumn equinox, and this is a great space to maybe, introduce those changes actively. So I pulled 4 cards for us for Mabon reading. This is what energizes me. Where do I find comfort in life? How can I maintain balance in my life? And what do I need to leave behind? So what energizes me? And I picked here this beautiful clear quartz, which is just zing. I don't know if you can feel it, but it's very, very incredible. And it's a beautiful card from Golden Tarot by Cat Black. Sorry for the glare, but as you can see, here is an angel with a scroll. It's like giving the night a message. So I think what energizes me during this period of Mabon and also going towards the end of the year, it's really acting upon the intuitive hits, imagination hits, some messages and synchronicities that are happening around me. Also, that tells me that I might be getting some messages from others, or maybe sometimes messages come in a weird form. You can open a book, read a poem, watch a movie. So be aware of your kind of inner ear. It doesn't have to be word. It can be a piece of art. It can be anything that inspires you. But I think that will energize me during this time. And because it's a night likes to act. And that's why they have horses. They can act fast, and I think this Knight of Cups also will want to act upon those messages that he receives through his mercurial hat, so what energizes us during this Mabon time? Acting upon our intuition, acting upon our messages, being aware of synchronicities around us, being aware of messages being kind of sent to us. So trust your intuition, and also have this trust and gentleness of following it. So this is quite interesting, and you can also do this spread for yourself, and I encourage you to charge then those little crystals or anything that you have. If you don't have stones, you can pick the chestnuts or acorns and do a little magic of, here I'm going to put this little stone on the connection between the head and the angel. So where do I find comfort? Let's see, where do I find comfort? So this is the star, and I think I do find comfort obviously in astrology and this is really true. Whenever I feel like I need a little guidance, I do use astrology just to see where I'm at, what transits I'm going through, when did they start, when do they finish. Also, tarot is another wonderful way to bring me comfort. I think the star here, it has the little dog. I don't have any animals, but I do love animals, so maybe also looking at any little creatures in the wild world that can comfort me. Sometimes also sharing my gifts, I think, gives me comfort. I love to empty my vases, you know, share with you, inspire others and teach others. So this is something that gives me comfort. Star is connected to Aquarius in Golden Dawn associations, and Aquarius is also a great visionary and a great visionary for better societies, for better ways how to improve the world. How can we make the world a better place, you know, more worthy of living in 21st century after we've have so much experience. And Aquarius was discovered during, I mean, Uranus, which rules Aquarius, was discovered during the technological revolution, but also during the French Revolution, where, you know, the masses, so the people, came and fought for their rights to have better lives and more fair social establishment. And I think that's also something that brings me comfort, that most of us have normal and proper conditions to live, that we don't have to face wars, and we don't have to look at people who suffer from hunger during our times. It's kind of really not on, or that suffer through war or suffer through discrimination. So I'm charging this crystal with that kind of vision of better earth, and of, I think it starts with us, really. It starts with a singular person that is naked enough, honest enough with themselves. Where do they have to shit to work on, so they don't project their shit onto others? So I'm grounding that into this to bring me comfort, and also to bring us all comfort. How can I maintain balance in life? Well, let's see. Knight of Swords. So 2 knights. This guy slays dragons. So let's say, I think maintaining balance, I think it speaks to my head, you know, our heads, our minds, they create the reality. And as much as we try to sometimes disregard this, you know, our thoughts are powerful fucking creatures that can be monstrous, or they can be very supportive. And I think here I can create more balance and maintain more balance in my life when I learn to slay the dragons on my thinking, of my cruelty, of my indecision sometimes, of my kind of lying to myself, you know, of not being truthful to myself. And the Knight of Swords also, he can be cruel. So I think here maintaining the balance might be also a message of watching how you speak, watching how you usher different messages, and maybe strive for more gentleness in the language. And that's definitely a message for me. I can totally relate to it. So for the balancing energies, I picked these 2 fairly similar crystals. One is this beautiful smoky quartz, and one is this clear quartz. So I'm just going to put the clear quartz up and the smoky quartz down, and charge that gentler approach in speaking and thinking, and being aware of what my thoughts do. And then the last question is, what do I need to leave behind? And here I have that cool knife. It's like my magic knife I brought from Thailand. So this is what I'm going to sever and cut ties off. Whoa, 10 of Cups. So that's what I need to leave behind. So sometimes 10 of Cups, it's usually seen as a very beautiful card. It's a card of happy family, if we can see, of everything being, you know, wonderful and happy and beautiful. But I love the approach from the Herbal Tarot, and I'm just going to pull this little booklet, because this is the only, I think, deck that I found 10 of Swords being quite differently depicted. I mean 10 of Cups, sorry. And here in the little booklet from the Herbal Tarot, the plant associated with 10 of Cups is marijuana. And divinatory meanings is pie in the sky, pipe dreams, unstable foundation. So that's quite interesting. And reverse meaning is need to be inspired to do something different, to break fixations. So here you go. What I need to leave behind, it's maybe break fixation. Sometimes we have this ideal picture of something and we kind of stuck on seeing it, and whatever we have, it just doesn't fucking do it. It doesn't quite get to this picture, amazing picture we have in our head, and this fixation we have about it, and nothing just lives up to it, you know. So if you also one of those people who kind of have a lot of those pipe dreams and then the reality is just bloody hell short, maybe it's time to just sever this attitude, to cut it out and be really pragmatic and happy, and start noticing what is around us and play with the gratitude for what we already have, because sometimes that ideal image is not really what we truly need. So this one I'm just going to sever, and you can also then do it in a ritualistic way. To top it off, I have 3 cards, Autumn Equinox for us, and this is from the Sacred Creators Oracle. Wow, and the Hermit, there he is, little, can be a wolf, can be a fox. Integrate your knowing. So perfect advice for Autumn Equinox. Integrate your knowing. For October, November, Creator Earth. So then integrate your knowing and ground it. Earth element is very important during this changes of season also. So look after your body, look after what you eat, and what you manifest will come maybe from those messages that you will be listening to, you know, and following your intuition, and looking after your mind and what you say and how you say it. And then November, December, fall in love with your own story. So maybe, you know, also something like this, how to maintain balance in life, slay the dragons, you know, you can rewrite your scenario, rewrite your story. And what brings you comfort, it's the star. So also imagine a beautiful story for yourself till the end of the year. The bird that came to us is turkey. Oh, that's wonderful. And turkey for me, it speaks about abundance. It's a bird connected to Thanksgiving, and it's speaks to this card, what to leave behind, you know, those pipe dreams and this expectation of this ideal life. Be grateful for what you have, give thanks to the earth, give thanks to yourself for achieving what you've achieved, like grandmother turtle, you know, gather the shards. If something was broken in your life, remember, honor it, but also see for yourself the strength and unchangeable element in you. In the booklet of the birds, I think here Jessica, she gives a little bit different meaning. Let's just take a quick look. So this is morphing, becoming new, look for balance. And wild turkey means that you are on the path of a big change in your life. It may be scary, but it may be not easy, but this change will bring much beauty to your life. So it's interesting how this kind of goes. So if you are during this big transition, remember these expectations. And here few other cards. So the tree that we can be working with during this season is aspen, and it speaks about perspectives. Over-analyzing and taking things too seriously heightens your fear of things. Seek out connections and opportunities that help to calm your fears and bring about fresh perspectives. Delight in the moment through wise laughter. And beautiful picture from the Tree Oracle cards by Lisa McLaughlin. Oh, Tree Wisdom cards, sorry. Tree Wisdom cards. So aspen, and you can go and hug aspen. Look at these beautiful tall trees. I have a few amazing ones in my park, over 100 years old. And then we have, I pulled 2 cards from the Goddess Oracle, and this is the Red Seeds Oracle by Linda Hill. And here we have, I am Mother and I am Universe. And I'm not going to read all of it, but this is Demeter and Euronymous. And here we have the challenge is Oblivion, the gift O. Again, Oblivion and O. And here we have attachment and fulfillment with mother energy. So mother archetype and universe archetype strong, both bellies, you know, work with the here solar plexus and sacral chakra. From the Wistar Oracle, we get a message, how can we reclaim more of the self? And it's this beautiful kind of mermaid-like figure. And she says, it's about awareness, which is beautiful. Within every breath you are reborn. This allows you the opportunity to choose who and what you are. Each page anew and unwritten. Things are fluid. There is movement. There is strength. There is you. Wow, that's gorgeous. So here, the message for us, the crystal that we can maybe gain strength or induce more balance in our lives is Septarian. So it's this kind of yellow, bluish brown stone. I will read the little quote. It's from Thich Nhat Hanh. Because of your smile, you make life more beautiful. So smile, people. And here the confidence, tenacity, heaven sent inspiration. That's like this Knight of Cups. So this stone says confidence and tenacity. Let the good come to you. You have strong, clear guidance in the form of angels and teachers, those that came before you, who are watching your progress and cheering you on. Look for messages of support and inspiration. The yellow part of Septarian stone is calcite, the brown is aragonite, and the gray is limestone. All work together in Septarian. Calcite supporting abundance, aragonite tenacity, and limestone binding them together with the earthy realism that complements and supports. So there you go, the Septarian. And when we talk about limestone, I'm just thought of my grandmother Moss, and she is also my ancestral skull. So I'm just going to put her here. And the plant that I got for us, it's about flexibility. And this is quite amazing because I'm dreading going back to yoga and stretching, but this is something that I really personally need to do. So this is convolvulus. So also, I don't know, vulva, just be aware of this part of your body, if you're a woman, of course. Find a flexible and easygoing approach. So flexibility not only in the body, but also in the mind. That might be also that Knight of Swords. How to introduce more balance, not maybe be so, stubborn sometimes, or so ambitious about getting something, because sometimes you might also kill something good. Enhance your life with spontaneous freedom of movement, especially when you are feeling apprehensive about exploring new territory. So I do feel apprehensive to get back to body flexibility, but I will definitely take it in mind. So this is it, my friends. I'm just going to send you all good vibes. I also have some Mabon readings in my shop on Etsy. If anyone wishes to purchase one, they're going to be available till the end of September only, and then they be available again in the next year. And I wish you the best autumn equinox. And have a beautiful, beautiful end of the year.